Rise slowly, letting the chair release you like a friend who understands. Your feet find the rug, then the floor. The book rests. The lamp holds its soft circle behind you. You move toward the stacks with an easy body and a steady breath. The aisles narrow into gentle corridors of wood and cloth. Floorboards greet you with a quiet sigh at each step. Not a creak, just a soft answer to presence. Your steps are light. Your breath is calmer than before. In, out, unhurried. Fingers drift along spines at hip height. You don't press, you only pass. Tones blur to a kind palette. Moss, cocoa, faded navy, parchment cream. Shapes over words, curves over letters. Your mind rests in the pattern. Shelf order comforts the eyes. Alphabet, perhaps, or height, or just a careful hand repeating care again and again. It doesn't matter which. The order is enough. There is nothing to fix here, only to share the calm. Breathing matches steps without trying. Footfall, breathfall. A quiet, even pace. You pause, then move, as if the air itself sets the rhythm. The aisle narrows, then opens into a small crossway. You pause again, letting the quiet pour over you like warm water. A small shape peeks from a high shelf, wrapped in twine. A hidden book that has waited longer than anyone can say. No tag, no price, no rush. You let it remain, respected by your gentle glance. Not everything is for now. Some things are for the comfort of simply existing. Dust motes float in the lamplight that filters from the reading room. They move like slow snow, falling and fading before they touch the ground. Each one carries no story. They only drift. You follow their pace and let your shoulders drop another quiet degree. Soften, soften, release. Your ankles loosen. Calves soften. Feet grow warm and steady inside your shoes, or bare against the wood. The floor holds you with the patience of a long-remembered path. You belong to the evenness of these steps. At the end of an aisle, a slender ladder rests against a shelf. Its rails are smooth with years of steady use. You place a hand there for a moment, feeling the satin of worn wood. You won't climb yet. You only share its readiness. It stands as a gentle promise that everything in this room can be reached in time. You pass a shelf of journals with linen spines. The weave catches a hint of light, a soft crosshatch. Your fingertip floats over one, then another. You do not take. You do not choose. You only sense the quiet readiness of blank pages and the peace of leaving them blank tonight. Somewhere deeper, a late seam in the building settles with a muted tick. You notice it, then let it fade into the rain's hush outside. The soundscape simplifies itself again. Rain, room tone, your breath. 3 notes, steady and low. Pause mid-aisle and let your gaze soften. Edges blur, color gentles. Your breath spreads in your ribs like warm light under paper. If a thought arrives, let it be a book you slide back into place. Your hand rests on the spine. You guide it home. It settles. So do you. You turn down a side passage where the shelves are shorter. Children's books by their size, perhaps. Small rectangles arranged like tidy houses. You smile without moving your lips. A soft recognition of the way order can make a room feel held. Let your wrists go loose, elbows at ease. Upper arms hang with a gentle weight that feels right. Neck long and neutral, crown light, jaw slack and safe. In, out. Your breath draws the aisles into one calm corridor. There is a place on the floor where the boards dip slightly. You feel it. You adjust without thinking. Your body knows how to move kindly through a familiar place. Trust that knowing. It is the same knowing that guides you toward rest. Beyond the next shelf, a small window glows with a softer night. A hint of distant streetlight makes a pale square on the floor. You step into that square and let the light rest on your shoes. You stand still for a breath, as if the room is taking your measure and nodding yes. Across from the window, A stack of thin volumes leans with quiet balance. You steady the topmost with a fingertip. It doesn't need much, just a light touch. The stack agrees, and the lean becomes a comfortable angle again. The room returns to its preferred hush. You reach another crossway where the aisles make a gentle plus sign. You stop at the center and breathe like a compass drawing a circle. North, spines. East, spines. South, the faint lamp glow behind you. West, the window's softer square. You are the still point, and your breath is the steady hand. A book just at shoulder height carries a cloth that feels like a soft coat sleeve. You touch it and think of weather that asks for nothing more than a warm collar and an easy walk. You are already in that walk. Each step here is that careful comfort. If you wish, let your eyes close for a few breaths. Feel how the room remains even when you do not look. Shelves keep standing. Rain keeps falling. The ladder waits with quiet patience. Rails smooth beneath your palm. You test one rung with your foot. It doesn't shift. It simply receives you. Hands steady, breath steady. In, out, longer. You climb slowly, one calm step at a time. Wood meets skin with the ease of long friendship. Nothing hurries you. Nothing asks for more than this careful pace. At the top, an alcove opens like a small hidden room within the room. A cushion rests there, familiar by shape, kind by nature. Beside it, a folded throw waits, soft as a warm cloud. You turn and sit, knees tucked. The ladder at your side becomes a gentle boundary, not a wall. You feel higher than the aisles, yet held by them. The nook belongs to the bookstore, and now you belong to the nook. A lamp sits within reach, its halo soft and round. You click it once. The light gathers like honey, then steadies. You are inside the glow, welcomed by its circle. Let your hands rest, palms down on the cushion. Let your wrists hang loose. Shoulders drift lower by small degrees. Neck easy, jaw slack. One breath in, a slower breath out. The body hears the message and agrees. From up here, the shelves below turn into calm rows of rooftops, a village of quiet spines. You scan without reading. You recognize the comfort of repeated shapes. The bookstore keeps breathing. So do you. The light holds you, the cushion knows you, and your anchor remains near. Lamplight, wood grain, or breath. Choose it again. Hold it lightly. Thoughts float like leaves in slow water. You watch them gather, drift to the corner, then dissolve at the edge of the lamp's glow. No rush, no decision, just movement. You whisper in your mind, settle and release. Again, settle and release. The phrase lands like soft steps on a thick rug, carrying you nowhere but deeper into rest. Bring gentle attention to your hands. Feel the tendons ease. Knuckles soften. Thumbs unhook from effort. Wrists warm. Forearms grow heavy and loose against the cushion. Elbows rest, unburdened. Upper arms drape with an easy weight. You notice the quiet space under your collarbones widen just a little more. Near your knee, a slender book rests with a linen cover. You open it to the inside front page. In careful ink, a date is written. Years ago. Simple numbers. A small promise folded inside time. You don't read on. You don't need to. The date is enough. It says, people have rested here before you, and after you, and now you join them. You close the cover with a soft sigh of paper. That is the whole story tonight. Listen outward from the nook. The rain continues, softer than before. A distant pipe gives a gentle hum in the walls, like a sleeping note. Somewhere below, a page turns. Not hurried, not loud, a page sigh. The lamp answers with its own quiet breath of warmth. Together, they sing a low lullaby without words. You pull the throw across your lap. It holds a faint scent of clean cotton and old book dust. The weight is light, the kind that makes everything under it feel secure. Your knees settle. Your hips deepen into the cushion. Your lower back releases tension you didn't know you kept. Belly soft. Breath low and even. Repeat the phrase, settle and release, with your breath. In, settle. Out, release. Again. In, settle. Out, release. Each cycle smooths the mind's surface, like a careful hand over folded cloth. Small ripples flatten, edges align. Your attention finds the middle and rests there, easy and sure. You notice the ladder again, close and friendly. It stands ready, a calm witness. You run a fingertip along the rail, feeling the gentle seams where the grain changes. Years of touch polished these lines. You add your own one time, then let your hand fall, loose and warm. Let your breathing match the lamp's glow. As you inhale, feel the light gather near your heart. As you exhale, feel it spread to your shoulders, to your arms, to your hands. The circle widens with every longer outbreath. You rest inside this warm radius that asks nothing and gives only ease. If a thought nudges you, allow it to join the leaves drifting to the corner of your mind. Watch it arrive. Watch it turn. Watch it come to rest and fade in the soft light. Settle and release. You don't hold it. You don't send it away. You let it be part of the gentle weather of the room. The cushion cradles your sitting bones. Your spine stacks without effort. Crown suspended by an invisible thread of calm. Air moves freely in and out. Time thins to a pleasant hush. You are exactly where you mean to be. Here, in this small, kind inlet above the stacks. Your anchor returns again. Lamplight, wood, or breath. Let it be simple. Let it be enough. You can close your eyes or keep them soft at half lid. Either way, the room remains. The rain continues. The bookstore keeps watch. When you feel the quiet thicken, let the phrase become a whisper without words, a feeling more than a sound. Settle and release, carried by the rise and fall in your chest. Moving gently now. Let your attention turn toward the window beyond the nook. The lamp's glow stays behind your shoulder, warm and kind. You carry that warmth with you as your gaze settles on the glass. Outside, the street rests under a soft veil of rain. Lines of water draw calm paths down the pane. Each drop gathers, slides, and becomes part of a quiet stream. Lamplight pools on the sidewalk in gentle ovals. They swell and fade as the rain deepens, then lightens again. Nothing sharp, everything round and easy. A bus hums far down the block. You hear the soft swish of wipers sweeping a steady arc. One pass, then another, like a breath. In, out. The bus drifts from view. Quiet returns, fuller than before. Let your breath mirror the weather. Slow draw, softer fall. Inhale as the drops gather. Exhale as they slide away. If you like, count a light 4 in and a tender 6 out. If counting feels like effort, release the numbers. Keep only the feeling of a longer, easier descent. Your neck softens at the base of the skull. Scalp loosens under the gentle halo of the nook's light. The small muscles around your eyes grow heavy and calm. Lids cool, restful. Let your jaw hang easy at the hinge, tongue quiet, nothing to hold, nothing to say. Watch how the rain writes small, temporary lines. Each path appears, then fades. Your thoughts can be the same. Let them gather. Let them slide. Let them disappear into the restfulness beyond the glass. You do not push them away. You allow them to finish their simple route. Someone once traced a heart on this very pane when the night was colder. It bloomed in the fog for a moment, then faded back into clear. The window remembers, the way wood remembers hands. There is comfort in a mark that comes and goes without demand. You feel that same kindness in your chest now, appearing, softening, then settling. Repeat the anchors, gentle and steady. Soften, settle, sink. On the inhale, soften. On the first half of the exhale, settle. On the last part of the exhale, sink. Again, soften, settle, sink. A simple refrain like rain on glass. The bookstore holds you like a cocoon. Shelves behind you, window before you, the nook centered around your steady breath. You are wrapped in familiar shapes and quiet edges. The room says yes to every small release you offer. You say yes back with each slower outbreath. Let your shoulders widen. Let your collarbones feel broad, like a calm horizon. Notice how the rain's rhythm fills the space between thoughts. When a sound arrives, a car easing through the intersection, a faint splash, it arrives as part of the lullaby. Then it passes, leaving the deeper hush intact. If your eyes wish to close, let them hover at half-lid. The scene stays simple either way. Silver threads on the glass, gentle ovals of light on the street, a quiet awning across the way, beaded with drops that fall at their own calm pace. Your breath keeps time with it all, effortless and sure. The lamp behind you gives a friendly warmth to the window's edge, a small gold line along the frame. It reminds you of your anchor. Choose it once more. The glow, the wood grain under your fingertips, or the breath that drifts low in your belly. Hold one lightly, like a ribbon between pages. Now guide the breath a touch deeper without strain. In for 4, out for 7. Feel the lengthening. Notice how the exhale lays everything down, the way rain sets dust into stillness. With each longer fall, your body sinks another gentle measure into ease. Hips heavy, back broad, chest quiet. Let your mind practice a tiny, soothing loop. Rain gathers, you inhale. Rain slides, you exhale. Lamplight steadies, you soften. The window clears, you settle. Again. Rain gathers, you inhale. Rain slides, you exhale. Lamplight steadies, you sink. Across the street, a tree holds small leaves that glisten as if stitched with silver thread. A breeze brushes through, hardly more than a thought. The leaves answer with a shy shimmer, then go still. You feel that same shimmer move up your spine, then quiet in your shoulders. Peace settles there, plain and honest. Let your hands rest over your lap or at your sides. Palms warm, fingers loose, forearms heavy and supported, neck long, head balanced as if floating on a calm lake. Breathe as if your ribs are floating too, buoyed by the air moving in and out. If a stray worry approaches, give it the same path as a drop on the pane. It gathers at the top of your awareness. It travels a simple line. Then it blends into the wider calm on the other side. You do nothing to it, and that is enough. The room grows dimmer by a shade, the way night deepens without fuss. You feel it. A soft invitation to return to the chair that knows your shape. Let the thought of that chair arrive without urgency. It waits with its warm cushion and the hush of embers nearby. You will return soon. For now, breathe with the weather one more easy round. Soften, settle, sink. Rain gathers. Settle a little more now, as if the chair were deepening around you. Your breath is shallow in the most peaceful way, easy and even. In, a softer out. No effort needed. The room narrows to the sounds that soothe you most. Rain writes a steady lull across the windows. A faint ember ticks now and then, low and calm. The room's tone is a soft hush, like a held note. Nothing rises above it. Everything bows to rest. Let a final picture form and hold you. A bookmark sliding into place between closing pages. No hurry, just a sure, smooth glide. It settles. The cover meets itself with gentleness. The story rests, and so do you. We'll match that cadence in 3 quiet rounds. Soften, settle, sink. 1. Soften the brow and the space around the eyes. Settle the jaw and tongue. Sink the shoulders a fraction deeper. 2. Soften the chest. Settle the breath in the belly. Sink the hips and thighs into the cushion's welcome. 3. Soften the hands to warm weight. Settle the legs and calves. Sink the heels, even if they hardly touch, into the sense of being held. Offer a small, easy gratitude to the room that keeps watch, to the safe walls, to the warm chair, to the steady night that asks nothing. Let that gratitude be as light as dust in lamplight. It lifts, it rests, it changes nothing, and that is perfect. If a thought reaches for you, let it pass like the very end of a page turn. The sound is so soft you can barely hear it. You know what comes next, the quiet after. Stay with the quiet after. It belongs to you. Here is a place you can return to if you need it. The round rug, steady beneath your feet. The gold line of lamp along the table's edge. The faint scent of paper and tea. Any one anchors you. Any one brings you back. Let the mantra fade to a feeling. Nothing to do, nothing to carry. The words dissolve into warmth. All that remains is the ease they leave behind, like footprints smoothing out in gentle rain. Breath finds the smallest, calmest wave. In, barely there. Out, just a little longer. Your ribs move in a quiet cradle. Your spine sways the tiniest amount, as if rocked by the hush. You may notice the boundary of your body soften at the edges. Face blurred into shadow. Arms and legs heavy but indistinct, like shapes seen through frosted glass. Comfort grows in that soft blur. It says, you are safe enough to let go of the outline. The rain keeps steady time. Your breath keeps gentler time. Together, they braid into one slow rhythm that carries you. You do not have to steer. You only rest in the drift. If there is a last place holding, allow it the smallest invitation to release. A corner behind the heart. A thread at the base of the skull. a string along the lower back. You don't chase it, you offer space. It loosens when it wishes, the way embers ease into deeper glow. Let the lamp in your mind dim to a warm ember. Not gone, just low. Enough to know the room, not enough to call you back. Edges soften further, the chair becomes a soft shore. Return, if you like, to that bookmark image. It rests exactly where it should. The story is kept, nothing is lost, nothing is waiting. All is paused in perfect place. You are allowed to drift. Now, in a minute, later, anytime. Sleep is a guest that arrives when you do not watch the door. Let the door be closed, the bell quiet, the sign turned to rest. One more gentle scan, more like a whisper than a list. Crown light, eyes quiet, jaw easy, shoulders melting, chest open, belly soft, hips deep, legs heavy, feet warm. The whole body resting in one piece, like a book closed to keep its peace. If any sound arrives from outside, it fits the lullaby. Distant tires in water, a faint tap of a settling frame. They enter as notes and dissolve into the chord of the room. Nothing pulls you. Everything lays you down. The bookstore will hold this quiet for you as long as you need. Its familiar shapes remain even when your eyes are shut. Shelves standing, pages still, rain steady, embers low, your breath blending with it all. Feel how near sleep is. Perhaps it has already arrived. Perhaps it nods to you from the soft edge of the room. You do not have to reach. It comes closer with every longer exhale. It knows the way. You have left the door open inside. You are ready without trying. Let the final refrain be only breath. In, out. Soften, settle, sink. Again, without words, only the movement, only the comfort, only the familiar holding you unbroken and kind. The lamp clicks low. The rain keeps a steady lull as your breath drifts in time with the quiet room. If this helped you sink into ease, you can find more gentle stories waiting here whenever you wish. Subscribe to keep this calm within reach, and let the next soft tale meet you whenever you need rest. Sweet dreams.